here Jey Uso's music plays, and here he yeets. And there's the waving and the yeeting about. And Seth is just staring at him. And when Jey gets in the ring, Seth looks at him and walks out. And Jey continues yeeting, and everybody yeets at him. But I'm like, they play the music, here comes Punk. And then they play the music, here comes Rollins. And they play the music, here comes Yeet. I'm like, Jesus Christ, we're fixing to be like 25 minutes into the wrestling show. They're in big lick of wrestling, right? And it's better that way. And then did you watch the first match for the Intercontinental Championship belt title?
I couldn't. I hate Jey Uso. I mean, well, I shouldn't say I hate him, but he's become so annoying to me. As he's gotten over to everyone else with his catchphrase and everything else, he's become really annoying to me. So I didn't watch it.
Well, and also it was I will fill you in briefly because at least we don't have 3 hours on this one. But Jey Uso and Xavier Woods for the Intercontinental title, and they've been doing a deal where Xavier is a young man with a very, very bad attitude. His attitude has been very bad. And he was mad about Odyssey Jones until they got mad at Odyssey Jones, and then Odyssey Jones went on his Odyssey, never to be heard from again. But he's still somewhat prickly about his partner Kofi and these other people that he's interacting with, is Xavier Woods. So,
did we ever hear anything else about Odyssey Jones, about what happened?
No. I think there's been a gag order. Every time people started talking about him, other people started gagging, so they just quit. But what they did here was right. They yeeted to break after Yeet's entrance, and then when they yeeted back, they had Xavier Woods' entrance and the ring introductions, and they ring the bell and start the match, and they went to break in like 45 fucking seconds. And what you were talking about, I've mentioned this, but I'm not against a preposterous gimmick getting over with the yeet or whatever. What's bugging me is Jey Uso's work has gotten sloppier and sloppier and sloppier in the ring. It doesn't have to be sloppy. He can hot dog and not make the doggery look fucking stupid and make the heel feel, like an idiot. And yes, certain things are over. Dusty's fucking triple elbow, atomic elbow to the head of the Horseman was over. But he would do it quick enough where they didn't have to just stand there and stare at him going into convulsions and doing a shimmy and looking like a goddamn snake coming out of the fucking thing over in India with the...
There may have been a couple of times where Dusty took his time.
Well, then sometimes they were pissed about it. The heels were.
Because I remember, I visualized in my head Arn just kind of bent over, selling, waiting for it to go.
But this is just all of attention on this one guy. You have to stand there. I mean, the point is with the punches, which are blah looking, you could throw the first 3. Boom, boom, boom. So the guy can sell, and then do your wind up and swing. Boom. But he goes boom, and then he'll look at his hand and he'll spit on it and he'll go up and then boom. And the guy is in between boom and boom. The fucking poor opponent is standing there going, no whether to wind his ass or scratch his watch. And it just looks hokey. But nevertheless, that's, Jey Uso is remarkably over, but he needs to work on getting, not only being a hot dog, but also the quality of his matches where when he's selling, it's like you've got legitimate sympathy rather than, I just want him to get up and start yeeting again. And to take the people on the whole fucking excursion. You need to be able to hook them in a little better than to just, tighten that shit up, son. That's what the old timers would have told him. You got a bird's nest on the ground here. You're over. You're farting through silk.
Archie Bell and the Drells.
Yeah, keep up with the goddamn, the rest of the roster is really There's not a lot of stinkers at the upper echelon in this company as there has sometimes been in the past.
You know, the thing that Jey Uso I thought was excelling at, and he did excel at, were the dramatic segments in the Bloodline, where he sold things with his face, with his emotion, with his body language, everything he did. He was great in those.
Yeah.
We don't have that anymore. Now we have the same work. You say it's sloppier. I mean, you know, again, it's always been what it is. But now we don't have those amazing dramatic. Now we just have, you know, him leading the crowd sing along, and there's a place for that. And WWE's probably smart for riding this as long as they can. But eventually, hopefully, he does something else.
Well, and see that's what I'm saying is I want him to, and also he doesn't seem comfortable with the interviews with him as a solo guy. That's why he's got the yeet, so he can just say a couple of words real quick and they'll, you know, fan interaction with him. But he's breathing like that. You can tell he's tense when he goes out there now. Because before he was an ensemble player. Now the spotlight is on him as he does the one-man show. And I think the sunglasses with yeet across them and the fucking haircut and the goddamn outfit, and he's trying to gimmick himself up because I think that spotlight's bright on him right now. He's a little nervous about it. I don't know. That's just what I'm attempting to see from television. But he won.
And what happened with Xavier Woods? Anything?
Yes, he won.
Oh, he won?
No, Jey Uso won.
I was going to say, that's...
What happened with Xavier Woods? Jey Uso won. 1, 2, 3 with a splash off the top. And then he shook his hand, or shook Kofi's hand and hugged Kofi. And then he tried to shake Xavier's hand. And Xavier, as the announcer said, cold shouldered him and walked right off on him. Right? And so there goes Xavier and Kofi's like, hey, man, and then all of a sudden, here comes Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker came in there and speared the fuck out of fucking Jey Uso. And last week, and I can't remember if we even talked about this, but Braun Breaker had come out in the ring with Uso and had given this somber speech about, I just want you to know I respect you. You know, you were the better man that night. He shook his hand and he walked out without attacking him. And they were like, what the? Now they're going to fuck Braun Breaker up? But it was all a ruse, a charade, as they say. Because he speared Uso. And then Kofi was like, we got to help. And Kofi goes in and he gets speared. And then Woods is still out on the floor like, I'm not helping the fucking guy. And Braun ran around the floor and speared Woods on the floor. And then got in the ring and speared Uso again. And then held the Intercontinental title belt up and then threw it on top of Jey Uso. And I say again, Braun Breaker is the future of wrestling. This guy is fucking tremendous.
And if he beats Jey Uso now, how much more over will he be as a heel?
Well, and, you know, because I was kind of upset that they took it off him that quick as they did, but this is set up where is he going to win it back? We're asking questions. We've got to find out now. But what a fucking superstar. That's why I wanted to see 7 to 10 more of them in NXT is what I wanted to see.
Where are you supposed to get them from? Where are you supposed to get the Braun Breakers? Where are you supposed to get them?
The Steiners were virile people. Can we just do some random DNA tests around the Southeast? See if we can net, you know, between the two of them, 6 or 8 more.
I just saw a picture actually of Scott Steiner's son. I guess he's playing college football, but he was wearing his dad's metal headgear, whatever it was when he was Big Papa Pump. He's a big kid.
He's a big motherfucker.
And what are you going to do after football? You got to go into the family business.
There you go. So anyway.
Oh.
If you ever... I think they, at the very least, open a Bob Evans.
Well, Jim, before we move on, after watching the Jey Uso segments, I've just, I get exhausted almost. I'm just tired of it. I need something to ease my mind, something to cause me to lay down and relax, something to make me feel good about my day and all the aches and pains I have. Helps me with those as well. Many, many, many more benefits that could be talked about by you, Mr. Jim Cornette.
Yes, let me talk about anything at this point. Like a bridge over troubled water is what you're trying to say, where you can ease your worried mind, lay down and get a good night's sleep, recover from physical pain more quickly after the physical activity that prefaces the physical pain. It's all a part of being physical, folks. So let's get physical. Are you tired of not being physical? I'll tell you how to get more physical and get your bridge over troubled water at the same time, all with our friends over at CB Distillery. Brian, are you like most people? Are you the person at your medicine cabinet in your bathroom there? You open the door. What do you got? You ain't got no medicine in there. You've got a few stray Band-Aids. You've got an 80-year-old jar of Vaseline with people been sticking their dirty fingers in to apply just a little bit at a time.
Are these the things in your medicine cabinet?
You've got half-empty dental floss. Maybe you got 8 or 10 bottles of lube. But you don't really have anything to help you.
Are these the things you got over there, Puffy?
Well, I've lost weight. I'm not as puffy as I used to be, but you need to clear out your cabinet and reset your health with CBD from CB Distillery. And that it won't even take up as much room as all the crap you've got now, because how much room can 3 letters take up? CB Distillery's targeted formulated
There's no formaldehyde, formaldehyde, or anything else supplied with CB Distillery.
CB Distillery's targeted formulations, I'll have you know, are made from the highest quality clean ingredients that can be pronounced easily. No fluff, no fillers, just pure effective CBD solutions designed to help support your health. And they've done non-clinical surveys on this. And I've said it a million times. Don't go to the clinics. That's where all the sick people are. It will skew your results. In 2 non-clinical surveys, 81% of customers experienced more calm. 80% said CBD helped with pain after physical activity. 90% said they slept better with CBD. And 4% said our programs were even more entertaining with CBD.
That is not an official statistic. That's not, no.
I thought that's,
no.
Well, Hotchkiss did a little man on the street.
Why is he involved in any of this? He should have nothing to do with the sponsorships. And no.
Well, he was just asking around when he was in line over there at the parole office.
The parole office?
Folks, with over 2 million customers and a solid 100% money-back guarantee, CB Distillery is the source to trust. If you need a source, they're it. And right now, you can save 20% off. If we're going to get you started there, you go to cbdistillery.com and use the code JCE. You're going to save 20%. Saving 20% of your health and your calm and your lack of pain and your peace of mind. Well, right there, that's just worth full price, but we're going to knock a fifth of it off for you. cbdistillery.com. Promo code JCE.